Hi guys, and welcome to some more Star Wars Battlefront 2 beta. I apologise this video has come up a bit later than intended, but either way I hope you guys enjoy it. If you do, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel and like what you see, hit that subscribe button. Today we are on some Galactic Assault on Naboo, playing as some droids, as the Heavy of course, my favourite class, and really enjoying this game mode. This is like the large scale game mode. It has objective bases. It's kind of a mix between like a rush style game mode, but kind of on a larger scale, where you have people can spawn in kind of in the sky, in bombers and fighters and stuff like that as well. You can have men on the ground, or droids on the ground rather, fighting away as well. So it kind of has options and game styles that everyone can enjoy. Obviously, if you want to fly in this one, you do have to get enough points to be able to pick one of the hero classes or the flying classes, if that's your kind of game style. But this is the kind of the big game mode, and kind of, I guess, the game mode that will probably be played the most, or up there as being one of the most played game modes. I thought that was going to be the case, but during the beta period I actually found that it was quite difficult to find Galactic Assault matches. I'd quite often get spawned into empty servers, or there'd just be very little people actually on there playing it. For example, this map here, there was actually a hacker in the map before, and then most people left at the end of that match. So I think this is at the moment only about 10v10, when normally it's 20v20. So that was a bit annoying. I don't know if I'll put any of that gameplay up, but quite frustrating to see that already come into beta. It's fine if you're testing stuff and you're actually doing it for the purpose of informing like the developers and things, but if you're doing it just to be a nuisance or to farm rewards and kind of gain experience and levels and stuff over other players, I don't really like that. If you're doing it in a constructive way, in some instances it's alright. Perhaps do it in a way where you're not interfering with actual games that people are playing. Now it's only beta. Hopefully the developers and that keep an eye on that, and hopefully it doesn't happen too much more, and I hopefully don't see too much more of it in the live. It's going to happen. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. It's going to happen. Now, the biggest bugbear that's come up is the pay to win. As you can see from the different classes, you've got different cards you can unlock at the top left. All these cards are behind loot boxes. You gain loot boxes from getting in-game currency and unlocking them, get them from daily logins, getting them from doing achievements as well. But you can also pay real currency to get them as well. And a lot of people don't like that. They feel like that is far too pay-to-win-esque, and kind of is. If the pay-to-win stuff, or if the payable loot boxes were kind of just vanity items, had no real in-game effects, then that would maybe, you know, drop their concern a bit. But unfortunately, that is not the case. So a lot of people have been commenting on it, and I've seen a lot of videos on it as well. Do I like the loot box system? No, not really. It kind of has RNG, which, well, it does have RNG, which annoys a lot of people. In adding on to that, it also has the ability to be pay to win as well, having real currency, being able to buy them with real currency. Just means that people, you know, with big credit cards and things like that, can buy really as many as they want. They're still going to be locked behind the RNG of it, so they may spend all this money and not actually get the cards they want, but from the developers and publishers' point of view, they want you to spend money. They want you to spend money on the game. Once you've obviously paid your initial price for the game, they won't get any other money. So, you know, this is a way, obviously, they are making money. It's not great. I don't really like it. Am I still going to play the game? Of course I'm still going to play the game. It's not going to stop me from playing the game. Is it a decision that I would make? Probably not. But I'm not a big company trying to make millions and millions of dollars out of this game. So we're going to have to live with it for now. I don't think they're going to be changing anything in regards to that system, or even though they got a lot of slack from the community about it, I don't think they're going to change anything. I think they're going to keep it as is. As far as I know, it's going to make them money. People are still going to pay for stuff. Even though they don't like it, they'll still pay money for it. And most people, a lot of people, are still going to play it even though they don't like it as well. I'm certainly still going to play it. I'm really enjoying the game. As I said, I wish there was kind of more people in the beta playing this game mode. I didn't get to play this as much as some of the other game modes, which is a little disappointing. I think most people were really enjoying the Starfighter Assault, which I was as well, more than I thought I would. And a lot of people were also enjoying the Strike game mode. And because the Strike game mode was only 8v8, it was quite easy to get into a match that was starting or had already started, or have enough people in a server to start the match. This being obviously a higher number of players to start the match. Most people would wait in the lobby for a short period of time and then leave. Obviously the player base on launch will hopefully be higher than beta, and also people might stay around in the queues maybe a little bit longer. In beta, obviously people are just trying to get as much gameplay as possible, irrespective of the mode, I guess, trying to just get as many hours and see what they like and don't like about the game as well. So I kind of understand there may have been not as many people in this game mode, but it was a little bit frustrating that I had to sit in some empty servers and just hope that people would join to actually play this game mode. More so towards the end of the beta, this mode died off a little bit, but you know, it's kind of what was going to happen eventually, I guess. Anyway, people are going to find which game mode they like more over the other, and then they're going to keep playing that. Hopefully with the launch, we won't see the Division as much, at least at the start, but then over the few months, people are going to pick the game modes they like and probably stick mostly to those game modes and not play the other game modes as much, which will be a little bit annoying. It would have been nice to have a server browser. That would have been really handy, so you could actually pick servers that were populated, or even wait in servers that were full. I know a lot of other EA games do have server browsers, so I'm hoping they bring something like that to it. Because often just like the quick play options, which kind of is what they had at the moment, quite often I was just sitting there in empty servers and no one else was joining for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And when you wanting to play, just sitting there in an empty lobby is not much fun. Really not much fun at all. So we'll talk a bit more about this particular game mode. This is going to be the game mode where they're going to show off as much of the maps as possible. Some of these smaller game modes will show off only maybe certain areas of the maps, like perhaps just a building or a palace or a certain area. This obviously being on Naboo shows a very large section of Naboo. Also, if you're in one of the fighters or bombers or interceptors, you'd see the sky and stuff around Naboo as well, and fly around it. It looks absolutely amazing, and performance-wise runs incredible. Far better than I could imagine. Whatever they've done to optimize the game is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Now remember here as well, I think I shoot this guy on the second shot in the face with a shotgun there, but he still lives, which is a bit of a pain. What a shame. What a shame. So this game mode, as I said, is going to show off all the iconic kind of locations. The map design of this one was quite linear, and each objective was very linear in fashion. Kind of move up the streets of Naboo, then you work into the front of the palace. Once you get control of the doors, you then move into the throne room of the palace. So that was quite a linear fashion. I hope that some of the other maps have some different pathing and stuff like that. I don't want it all to be linear, otherwise they'll feel a bit the same. If they've just got, 2 or 3 linear paths next to each other, and obviously the foliage and the map design will be different, but it will kind of feel the same and it'll get a bit stale. So I do hope that they have different different designs for the pathing and the flow of this game mode between the objectives, and if they do, I'll definitely be playing this one quite a lot and continue to play it quite a lot. As you can see here, I'm attempting to get control of the doors. It does take quite a bit of time to sit here, and unfortunately with not many people on the server, get taken out quite a bit. Already been taken out once by Han, and unfortunately again. Unfortunately again. So now that beta's over, it's been over for about a week. Some final thoughts on the game. I really enjoyed it. The beta went reasonably well. Obviously the pay to win stuff was a big bugbear. It didn't really affect too much of the beta, because obviously people aren't paying for it, or people are, way ahead and really overpowered because they've got really awesome cards, gold cards and things, because they've paid for them already. Wasn't really an issue in beta, but obviously the community raising concerns. Was finding a few issues connecting with party members through the Origin integration, which is very annoying. Joining into empty servers and no server browser, that was very annoying as well. Couple of times the heavy shield didn't pop up. I think I mentioned that in an earlier video. Only some minor issues there. Performance wise of the game in whole though is amazing. Probably performance wise really well developed, and I hope that doesn't change with any future updates and things like that. I hope it continues to run as well as it is running at the moment. Gameplay of each modes have been really fun. They are quite different as well. They feel different. Each of the classes as well feels really different to play, and I think there is a class that kind of suits pretty much everyone, most people. I felt myself the officer's turret was very weak, and the officer itself kind of felt weak. It might be a class that people enjoy, and maybe I wasn't playing it correctly, but for myself I found the officer to be quite weak. I played the heavy the most because that was definitely my favourite, and maybe that's a bit overpowered as well, so they definitely might have a bit of work to balance out some of the heroes and stuff before the launch next month. Really looking forward to the launch as well. I'd love to know what you guys want to see. If you want to continue to see more videos, just raw gameplay, do you want to see guides, hero stuff? I don't really mind. I'm open to suggestions, so drop some comments down below what you guys want to see when the game launches. Hit that thumbs up button and let me know. If you guys enjoyed the video, drop a comment down below, and hope to catch you all next time.
All units initiate self-destruct. Your mission is a failure.